Some of the bar is still underwater, waiting for the tide to go out. We're at low tide and crossing the sandbar. This is the creamery and a barn right behind it. This is where the cows were kept, and we can see some name signs above. Also a track system that was used for cleaning the barn. We can see some of the restoration work, putting in new columns, mating with the old ones. And the old barn was actually built by some shipwrights. Beautiful craftsmanship. There's now a stairway inside the old silo. Beautiful shingle work. This is the hiking trail to the bathhouse. This is a windmill that was once used for pumping water. This is a gas house. Carbide was used to make gas to run the lighting inside. The house was built before electricity. This is the main house with 50 rooms. Some lavender that the deer have not eaten. The painting was by William Van Horne. This is the game room. The billiards table apparently weighs 3,000 pounds.
Is paintings worth any money on the market?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. At the time, not at all. When he was making all this art and was collecting, he was known as a collector. Like his collection was beyond anything. Like, he had
This is the room in the front of the house where William Van Horne sometimes painted.
The only problem was at the time they focused on portrait. Officially 1910, but he was pulling some strings up until. I'm not going to deny that.
Hard to imagine you lose the strings. Thank you.
This is a nursery for the grandson. And there's a frieze right along the top of the room. Beautiful fireplace. Some toys that might have been used. This is Benny's bedroom. Lots of windows. These would have been gas lights when the house was occupied. This is Addie's bedroom. Great view of the ocean.
Presently I'm in St. George, but I'm moving to St. Andrews. I was in Bayside for a while, St. Andrews, and then a while. There's 4 of them. This is the biggest one. And there's 3 bathrooms with. Why the damage?
The skylight.
Now it's the humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He laid out the original plan, him and his engineers, for the city. The BC government granted him 14 square kilometers of land.
Really?
And he
A sewing room. These may be the servants' bedrooms. This is an old ice box. There was an ice house right outside. This is the kitchen with a coal-fired stove. This is the dining room. Some more of the gas lights. This is the bathhouse where Mr. Van Horne used to like to come and paint. This room has some pretty good acoustics. Here are some changing rooms for putting on swimsuits. We can see a 50-foot by 50-foot saltwater pool that fills up at higher tide. And the building here was made from sandstone quarried from that pool. We're walking on the perimeter path. And they've just mowed a 6-foot wide path, but kept all the goldenrod and flowers. Very nice. And we're walking right beside the ocean. The estate had a large heated greenhouse. Also a gardener's cottage. The tide is still low, so we're walking back on the same sandbar. Wonderful hike. Walking's a great way to get to the island. We're back at the car. We parked at the beginning of the sandbar and walked over. Great way to go. We maybe walked 4 miles and particularly enjoyed the perimeter trail. Beautiful hike.